Imagine a historical film where Atal Bihari Vajpayee suddenly breaks into a Bollywood-style song in Parliament. Sounds bizarre? Well, that's just one of the many things wrong with Kangana Ranaut's Emergency. Hey everyone, I'm Vinod and today I'm reviewing Emergency, a film that promised a deep dive into one of India's most controversial periods, but ended up feeling like a rushed history lesson with no soul. For those who don't know, Emergency is directed by and stars Kangana Ranaut as Indira Gandhi. The film attempts to portray the 1975 emergency period in India, where fundamental rights were suspended, opposition leaders were jailed, and democracy was at risk. The cast includes Anupam Kher, Vishal Nair, Mahima Chowdhury, and others. The film is currently streaming on Netflix. Now, before I rip into this movie, let me talk about the one thing that actually worked. There's one scene I genuinely liked, where Indira climbs onto an elephant while visiting a village. It felt like a rare moment where the movie actually slowed down and let us breathe. If the entire film had moments like this, it would have been a much better experience. Unfortunately, that's where my praise ends. Alright, let's get into the problems because there are a lot. The narrative is a mess. This movie rushes through events like it's in a hurry to catch a flight. The first half jumps from one political event to another so fast that you barely have time to process anything. There's no emotional connection, no depth, just a checklist of historical incidents. And the worst part, the movie doesn't seem to know what it wants to say. Is it trying to humanize Indira Gandhi? Is it trying to make people hate her? Is it neutral? There's no clear perspective. It's just an essay written without a strong argument. Kangana's portrayal of Indira Gandhi was like mimicry gone wrong. Instead of capturing her essence, she focuses too much on prosthetics, voice modulation, and mimicry. It doesn't work. It looks and sounds like an imitation, not an interpretation. Indira Gandhi, from what we have seen in real-life interviews, was a strong, commanding personality. But in this movie, she comes off as weak, hesitant, and almost lost. Vulnerability is one thing, but this portrayal makes her look like she had no control over anything. Honestly, Kangana should have just played the role as herself without trying to copy Mrs. Gandhi's exact tone or expressions. That would have worked much better. So, can we talk about Vajpayee singing in Parliament? I mean, what was that? Was there a need to make him literally lip sync to a song like it's a Bollywood film? They could have done it in the background, not turn it into a musical performance. Scenes like this completely ruin the seriousness of the subject matter. Isn't it supposed to be a political drama? So what would have fixed this disaster? First, the movie needed to slow down. A web series format would have given the story time to breathe and actually connect with the audience. Second, Kangana should have focused more on Indira Gandhi's psyche rather than her physical appearance. Forget the prosthetics, just embody the character, not the look. Finally, the movie needed a clear perspective. Was it pro-Indira, anti-Indira, a neutral exploration? Right now, it feels like it has no clue what it wants to say. At the end of the day, Emergency is a disappointing film that had all the right ingredients but was cooked terribly. It could have been a powerful political drama, but instead it feels like an over-the-top history lesson with no soul. If you're someone who enjoys history and political dramas, you might find it interesting, but don't go in expecting something revolutionary. Personally, I'd rate it a 4 out of 10, and that's me being generous. That's my take on Emergency, but now I want to hear from you. Did you like the film? Do you agree with my points, or do you think I'm being too harsh? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, and see you next time.